Hello and welcome to the short Vort on Parshas Tazria. This week's short Vort is adapted primarily from Rabbi Noach Isaac Oelbaum's Shemini shir that he gave on last Shabbos morning. In it he quoted the Chasam Sofer, who at the beginning of Tazria quoted the Igeres HaRamban. The Chasam Sofer lived from 762 to 1839, and Nachmanides lived 1194 to 1270. And in it, the Ramban explains that the Torah first warns in Parshas Shemini about the Isser, the forbiddenness of eating non-kosher, whether it's shkatzim, v'ramasim, creepy crawling creatures, nephelos, utrefos, and different animals that are not shechted or otherwise damaged, before discussing the birth of humans. The reason is this to teach us that not eating non-kosher is metamtem. It stuffs up the heart and the soul of the person. Therefore, we want to be warned to stay away from eating non-kosher before someone has children, as well as to learn the benefits of eating kosher. Rav Levy Chasman in Ohr Yahel on Parshas Shemos, 1869 to 1929. So he says one of the reasons why Elisha Ben Avuya, who was one of the great Torah giants before he went off the derech, that he went off the derech, there are several reasons given, but one of them cited by in Ohr Yahel is that the mother of Acher, when she was pregnant with him, she once passed by a min heretic who was serving an avodah zarah, and it had smells about, and those smells created a need for her to eat, and she ended up eating non-kosher there. And this non-kosher food went through her like poison. It went throughout her system, and it affected the baby. However, the results of the eating non-kosher didn't come out until decades later, or at least in the most major obvious extent, that even though Acher had much Torah in him, he was one of the 4 people who were able to go into Pardes, yet in the end he went off the derech, all because of the initial influence of the non-kosher that he didn't eat, that his mother ate. His mother didn't even enjoy it. So it's a warning to us about eating kosher, unkosher, especially if we are going to enjoy it. So there's something I heard that the Avera Goreres Avera, that means Gorer means Teavon, means desire. And Avera Goreres Avera means that the non-kosher food, in this case, causes desire for sin. And that's what happened with Acher. On a more positive note, we see that Moshe Rabbeinu, so he wouldn't eat from the Egyptian nurses, because he would only have kosher food, because he was ultimately destined to become the leader of the Jews. But who knows which one of our children or us may be the future leaders of the Bnei Yisrael, so we have to be careful too. But I heard that some of the presenters at the Arachim Kiruv organization in Eretz Yisrael, that they have these 4-day seminars that have been very successful, and they've noticed an uptick in people becoming more responsive to committing to Shabbos, to keeping kosher on the 4th day of the seminar. And some attributed this in part to the fact that for 4 days now, the secular Israelis had stopped eating kosher, non-kosher, and were eating only kosher. And because of that, the influence of the non-kosher receded, and the kosher had a positive influence, and therefore they were more opening to becoming more religiously observant. So we see here that the benefits of eating kosher and the benefits of not eating non-kosher applies not just for food, but it also applies for how we act. And it's about what comes out of our mouth, not just what comes in our mouth. We should stay away from Lashon Hara, stay with Lashon Tov, and we should make sure that our actions and our thoughts are kosher and pure. So thank you for listening. Have a wonderful week and a wonderful Shabbos.